So I'll give you a little update on what I've been working on. We're in the middle part of August, the dog days of summer. So it's been hard to come out here. This is west facing, so in the afternoon it's a lot of sun beating down on me. But this little entryway, I don't know what to call it, alcove perhaps, is what I've been working on. So if you come out through the door, you've got this coverage here that's leading this way into what's going to become the bathhouse. And so, yeah, I just wanted some enclosure so that when you come outside, you don't really feel, well, you're not completely exposed to the elements. And yeah, this is what it's looking like. And then it connects to the main house here, so painstakingly slow, but inch by inch I'm getting there. And then I've had a few commenters who've been asking about the process. I've tried to do it in previous videos, but anyway, I do sculpt with this 1/2-inch PVC because I just love the way it bends and everything. It's nicer to work with than rebar. And then I come in with rebar and reinforce. And then I've got this galvanized metal lath that holds it all together in place. And then the Ferrocement. What I've been doing is, and I'll show you how I've been mixing it because people want to know the mixture as well. So when I mix up the next batch, I'll break it down for you. This is what I use. This is the cheapest Quikrete mortar mix that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. And actually I like it better than the more expensive ones because it's got more sand in it. And then I mix that with this chopped straw. Okay, if you get the regular straw bales, the straws are just too long and it's just hard to put in. But I use this mixture, especially when I'm doing something like I'm doing now, which requires a little added strength. And then if I have small batches, instead of the straw, I use this fiberglass. It's for cement. So get a whole bag of it. I just order it through Amazon. And I'll mix that in as well. And that's the mixture. If you want a ratio, I can't give it to you. I don't know. I've never measured anything. But when I go to mix this up, I'll show you. Okay, so here we go. I just emptied out the bag. Add the water. I don't use a cement mixer. I've never used a cement mixer. I probably never will. I don't know. I approach this as I do with art and sculpture. And not that I couldn't get the right mixture in a cement mixer, but when you're doing it by hand, you're actually, touching it and making direct contact with it. And that's the way I like to do it, is just to know exactly what it feels like and then go from there. And then I've added the chopped straw, and kind of gauge the consistency and how much. That's what it looks like. And again, it's all what you want to use it for, and that adds tensile strength to it all, keeps it all together. Good mix. It's really, if you're familiar with cob, it is cob when you add the straw, except that you're using cement rather than mud. So that's what I like to do. I've used a little bit of cob on the house, when I was doing the walls, just for thickness. And when you want to use that much material and it's free, with all this clay that's out here, go ahead and use it, and you just mix it in with the straw and slop it on. But I use cement now because I'm doing the finishing work, and again, it's much more sculptural. and it's stronger. So there you go. All right, so now that I've got the mix the way I want it, you can see the consistency, right? Put it on the old mortar board. I don't call these mortar boards anymore, you know that? They call them Hawks because that's the company that makes them. So either way. And, you know, Ferrocrete, Ferrocement, I think are fairly interchangeable as well. So some people call it one, some people call it the other. I call it both. And here's a close-up of the progress. So the rebar, the PVC, the lath, it's all laced together. And then you've got the straw and mortar cement that holds it all together with this very strong matrix. Okay, so I'm going to take this bowl and I'm going to install it up here and try to get it on video. So that's the plan. Gotta go wash the bowl. Okay, you have a clean bowl. Now, let's see. Let's get this up here first. This is my compost heap, by the way, so that's why it's not exactly stable. Holy moly. Okay. Here we go. Always a challenge. Always, always. All right. It's not where it's going to be. It's going to be over here. But if it has to be there, it has to be there, I suppose. It's not a bad place for it. Easier to work in that area too, so let's just get at it. This is just to get the placement of the bowl, and then I'll come in and cement around it. And there's a storm moving in too right now, so a little bit against the clock here. But I don't think it's going to be a big storm, so I'm just going to go for it. Actually, I don't think that's a bad place for it altogether. Let's see. All right, I gotta. Very awkward angles up here, and I don't want this bowl to break. This is the only one I got. All right, well, as I expand this project, it seems to just sort of grow organically with what I'm trying to follow as common sense. So I'm going to place a door here. Picked up this door from Habitat for Humanity. So that's going to go in there. And as I was doing that, just the height of the door, and I wanted more clearance anyway. This is a bit too short. I mean, I barely fit under it, and I'm 6 feet tall. So anyway, so I started digging just to give a little bit more head space here for the door. And as I was digging, I started getting some ideas for how to lay the threshold. So I've got it, and so this is going to be enclosed, and this was not planned. I just had an idea one day that I should do this because it really does help protect from the elements, especially the wind, the rain coming hard at the door there. So, and then also the heat. So as I was doing that, then I connected it to this little bathhouse, which is unfinished. And so that door is going to go on the other side of the bathhouse. So now, since it's going to be a bathhouse and I'm going to finish it, I need to do the plumbing. So that's where I'm at right now. So now that I've trenched and dug, got to lay some pipe. All right, and this is looking at it from the other side. So this door is going to be right there. And yeah, all the plumbing's going to go. Here I'm going to have an outdoor sink, well, indoor outdoor now, and then possibly a bathtub in there. All right, I've got the pier set in concrete, and then the gravel will act like a French drain for when the door is installed. And then I've got the sink unplumbed, but that's where it's going to sit. Yeah, so in this little alcove here. All right, got the sink cemented in place. Not the sink, but the base of it. And by the way, that was given to me from Habitat for Humanity. It was sitting in the back. And this cage or whatever it is, basket, I don't know. This I just found next to a dumpster. So again, pretty much all free materials here. So I've got the door in, and it's all cemented, and then I've got a French drain, so if it ever does rain very hard, like during a monsoon, I'm also going to build a little step that'll curve the water and direct it that way as well. But anyway, it's all framed in. Got the lath in place. It's going to take a lot of cementing. But that's where it's at right now. I'll show you the progress in the next video. Here it is one more time from this side. Just want to show the door opening and closing. So this will be sort of that Narnia moment. So there you go. That'll be all cemented in. I'm going to add some more glass. It's going to be beautiful. Can't wait.